What if the most awe-inspiring places on Earth aren't on postcards, but hidden deep in jungles, deserts, and mountains waiting quietly, untouched by crowds? These aren't the wonders you've seen 1,000 times. These are nature's best-kept secrets, one in each country, and once you see them, you'll never look at the world the same way again. Number 1. Peru, Rainbow Mountain. At first glance, you'd swear this mountain was digitally enhanced. But those stripes of red, yellow, green, and lavender are all real, formed by mineral deposits compressed over millions of years, then revealed by melting glaciers. Located over 5,000 meters above sea level, Rainbow Mountain wasn't even visible to tourists until about a decade ago. Its remote altitude and harsh conditions kept it hidden, but now, those willing to brave the thin air are rewarded with a view that looks straight out of a dream. Number 2. Namibia, Deadflay. Within the scorched heart of the Namib Desert lies Deadflay, a place so stark, so silent, it feels like the surface of Mars. Once a thriving oasis, a shift in the river's course cut it off from water nearly 900 years ago. The trees here died standing, unable to decompose due to the dry climate. The result is a haunting forest of shadows, frozen in time, set against a backdrop of the world's tallest sand dunes. It's nature's still life, eerie, beautiful, and utterly unforgettable. Number 3. Georgia, Markville Canyon. In western Georgia, Markville Canyon was once a bathing place for local nobility. Today, it remains a hidden pocket of paradise. The water is turquoise clear, flowing through narrow canyons over mossy stone and small waterfalls. You can glide silently by boat under overhanging cliffs, where ferns drip dew and birds nest in the crevices. It's quiet, magical, and for many travelers, completely off the radar. Number 4. Iran, Badab-e-Sirte Terraces. High in the mountains of Mazandaran, the Badab-e-Sirte Terraces are a wonder few have seen with their own eyes. Formed over thousands of years by the slow flow of mineral-rich waters, these layered pools glow golden orange under the sun. Their beauty is matched only by their isolation, far from major cities, up steep winding roads. Unlike Turkey's Pamukkale, which draws millions, this site remains virtually untouched, giving you the feeling of stepping into a forgotten world. Number 5. Japan, Aogashima Island. Imagine living inside a volcano. Aogashima is an inhabited volcanic island, a caldera within a caldera, located 358 kilometers south of Tokyo. Accessible only by boat or helicopter, its cliffs are steep, its forests dense, and its hot springs quietly steaming. Fewer than 200 people live here in harmony with the island's rhythms. It's a place of raw, untamed peace, Japan's most isolated secret. Number 6. Madagascar, Bemaraha Stone Forest. These razor-sharp limestone pinnacles aren't just unique, they're otherworldly. In Malagasy, Singi means where one cannot walk barefoot, and it's no exaggeration. These formations were carved by rain and wind over millennia, creating an impenetrable stone forest that hides entire species found nowhere else on Earth. It's a UNESCO site few ever visit because getting there is a journey of its own. But once you're inside, it feels like walking through the bones of the planet itself. Number 7. Slovenia, Zelensea Springs. This isn't just a lake, it's a living spring. At Zelensea, the water boils up from the earth not with heat, but with motion. You can see the sandy bottom shimmer as underground currents push through. Set beneath the Julian Alps, Zelensea is overlooked by those rushing to Lake Bled or Ljubljana, but for those who stop, it's serenity in its purest form. Nature undisturbed. Time paused. Number 8. Chile, Marble Caves. On the remote shores of General Carrera Lake lies a natural cathedral, its walls made of swirling marble, carved by water over 6,000 years. Accessible only by boat, the marble caves shimmer with blue and green as the sunlight reflects off the glacial waters. This spot, hidden in Patagonia, is rarely visited due to its remoteness, but those who make the journey say it feels like floating through a dream sculpted by light. Number 9. Norway, Segla Cliff. Everyone knows Trolltunga. But fewer know Segla, the soaring rock cliff on the island of Senja. Standing 640 meters above the fjords, Segla is breathtaking but far less crowded. The hike is steep, the wind sharp, but the payoff is a panoramic view over untouched fjordlands, far from the cruise ships and camera queues. It's wild Norway, untouched and absolutely worth the climb. Number 10. Philippines, enchanted river of Hinatuan, a river that appears out of nowhere, crystal blue and bottomless. That's the enchanted river of Hinatuan, a spring-fed river in Mindanao, surrounded by jungle and local legends. The water is so clear it seems to glow, and no one has ever reached its true source. Locals believe spirits guard the river, and when you stand beside it, perfectly still and glowing like glass, you might believe it too. Number 11. Iceland, Studlego Canyon. For years, this canyon was underwater, hidden by a glacial river's path. But when a dam was built upstream, the water levels dropped, revealing towering basalt columns never seen before. Now, Studlego has become Iceland's newest wonder but still feels undiscovered. The green-blue river, framed by volcanic stone, looks like something from another planet. And for now, it's all yours. Number 12. Kyrgyzstan, Alakul Lake. High in the Tian Shan Mountains, Alakul is a lake you have to earn. After a multi-day trek through alpine forests and rocky slopes, you'll find it, a frozen blue pool set against jagged peaks. There are no roads, no signs, and no crowds, just raw beauty and a silence broken only by wind. It's not on postcards. And that's exactly why it's special. Number 13. Italy, Poetry Cave. In southern Italy, where most tourists head to Rome or Venice, lies a natural swimming hole known as the Cave of Poetry. Formed by the sea's erosion of soft limestone, it's a perfect circle of turquoise water, surrounded by cliffs. Locals have known it for centuries, but foreign tourists, hardly any. It's Italy without the crowds, just sun, salt, and silence. Number 14. Canada. Spirit Island. Tucked into the middle of Malign Lake in Jasper National Park, Spirit Island is only accessible by boat. Surrounded by soaring peaks and glacial blue water, it's become an icon in Canadian photography, but few actually visit due to the remote location and weather-dependent routes. Go at sunset, and the light turns the lake to glass. It's nature's cathedral. Number 15. New Zealand, blue pools of Host Pass. You might miss them from the road, but if you stop and walk 15 minutes through beech forest, the blue pools appear like magic. These glacier-fed waters are so clear you can count the pebbles on the bottom. Cold? Absolutely. But dip your hand in, and you'll feel a pulse, the kind only untouched nature can give. Number 16. Turkey, Lake Salda. Locals call it Turkey's Maldives, but Salda is more than a pretty beach. It's one of the few places on Earth with white magnesium-rich sand similar to Mars, and in fact, NASA studies this lake to understand the red planet's terrain. It's quiet, crystal clear, and ringed with pine trees instead of hotels. A Martian miracle hidden in Anatolia. Number 17. Bolivia, Red Lagoon. A red lake in the Altiplano. That's the Red Lagoon, also known as Laguna Colorada. Its crimson hue comes from algae and mineral sediments, and its shallows are dotted with pink flamingos that thrive in this extreme climate. Surrounded by mountains, wind, and silence, it feels like a dreamscape. It's not easy to reach. But nothing extraordinary ever is. Number 18. Greece, waterfalls of Samothrace. Most head to Santorini or Mykonos. But in the north, Samothrace hides something wilder, ancient waterfalls tumbling through lush canyons, forming natural pools. The Fonias River cuts through rock like time itself, and you can bathe in cold mountain streams beneath centuries-old plane trees. Here, Greece isn't whitewashed, it's wild. Number 19. Vietnam, Sun Dong Cave. The world's largest cave is so big it has its own ecosystem, its own weather, even clouds. Hidden in Phong Nha Ke Bang National Park, Sun Dong was only discovered in 1991 and opened to the public just recently. It's not a cave. It's another world underground, where sunlight breaks through collapsed ceilings, and jungles grow in darkness. Number 20. Croatia, Blue Cave, Basevo Island. Accessible only by boat and only during the right tide and light, The Blue Cave on Basevo Island is one of the most ethereal experiences in Europe. When sunlight enters the cave and reflects off the seafloor, the entire chamber glows electric blue. It lasts just minutes. But in those minutes, the world outside disappears and magic takes over. Number 21. Australia. Lake Hillier on Middle Island, off the coast of Western Australia, lies a lake so shockingly pink it looks photoshopped. But Lake Hillier's bubblegum hue is real, caused by algae and high salinity levels. From above, the lake's vivid color contrasts dramatically with the surrounding forest and deep blue ocean. It's almost inaccessible, with no tourist infrastructure, and that's what keeps it pure. A natural mystery sealed in pink. Number 22. Lao Khang See falls outside Luang Prabang. The jungle hides a secret, a cascading staircase of turquoise water. Khang See falls aren't tall, but they're wide and tiered, with shallow pools perfect for swimming. What makes them magical is the color, an unreal, milky blue created by limestone sediments. It's quiet in the early morning. Misty. Otherworldly. Number 23. Mongolia. Yolanam Ice Canyon in the middle of the Gobi Desert, where summer temperatures soar, lies something impossible, a canyon filled with ice. Yolanam stays frozen for most of the year, thanks to its deep, narrow walls that block the sun. It's a strange, silent place, where vultures glide overhead and the contrast between desert heat and icy floor feels like nature's paradox. Number 24. South Korea. Udo Island. Coral beach off the coast of Jeju lies Udo Island, and on its east side, a beach unlike any other in Korea. Instead of sand, it's made of crushed coral and seashells, glowing pinkish-white under sunlight. The beach is rarely visited by international tourists, but locals love its calm waters and quiet charm. Udo feels like a step back into slower, simpler times. Number 25. India. Loktak Lake. This is no ordinary lake, it floats. Loktak is home to the world's only floating national park, made up of fungus, or circular islands of vegetation that drift across the water. Fishermen live on them. Birds nest in them. It's an ecosystem unlike anything else on Earth, nestled in the remote hills of northeast India, a land tourists often miss. Number 26. France. Verdun Gorge. While the French Riviera draws sunseekers, the Verdun Gorge cuts through the Alps in stunning isolation. Sometimes called Europe's Grand Canyon, its limestone cliffs tower over turquoise waters perfect for kayaking. And yet, outside of France, it's barely known. You can hike, climb, or just drift silently through its narrowest points, swallowed by stone and sky. Number 27. Kazakhstan. Charan Canyon. Imagine a canyon that looks like the Grand Canyon shrunk and reshaped by Central Asia's silence. Charan Canyon lies east of Almaty, stretching for 90 kilometers through red rock and wind-sculpted formations. Few tourists come. No crowds. Just the rustle of dry grass, the cry of a hawk, and the deep breath of earth itself. Number 28. Thailand. Emerald Pool. Tucked inside a rainforest in Krabi province, far from the beaches, the emerald pool glows with color. It's fed by warm mineral springs and surrounded by jungle so dense it hums. Hike early, before the heat and the tourists arrive, and you'll find yourself immersed in warm green water, dragonflies skimming the surface, silence all around. Number 29. Jordan. Wadi Mujib. Often called Jordan's Grand Canyon, Wadi Mujib offers something few places do, a canyon hike through water. You'll wade, swim, and climb through orange cliffs as waterfalls crash around you. Located near the Dead Sea, it's easy to overlook, but it's one of the Middle East's best-kept natural adventures. Number 30. Sri Lanka. Bambarakonda Fall. While Sri Lanka's coastlines are famous, its tallest waterfall remains a secret. Bambarakonda plunges 263 meters down a forested cliff, tucked away in the Badulla district. Surrounded by pine trees and mist, the air here smells fresh, cool, and green. Come at dawn, and you'll have the whole view to yourself. Number 31. Spain. Rio Tinto. A red river runs through southern Spain so vividly colored it looks toxic. But Rio Tinto's hue is natural, created by iron and sulfur deposits reacting with water. NASA has studied it for clues about life on Mars. It winds through hills, barren and silent, where ancient mining operations left scars now overtaken by science and surreal beauty. Number 32. Ethiopia. Danakil Depression. Scalding, acidic, and alien, the Danakil is one of the hottest and most hostile places on Earth. But in the center of this volcanic desert lies a stunning palette, sulfur pools of neon yellow, lime green, and rust red. It's one of the most visually extreme natural wonders on the planet, and one of the least visited. To stand there is to feel like you've left Earth altogether. Number 33. Portugal. Benagil Sea Cave. Hidden along the Algarve coast is a sea cave with a skylight to the heavens. The Benagil Cave is accessible only by water, and when sunlight pours through the top onto the sandy floor, the whole chamber glows. It's nature's cathedral, one sculpted by wind, water, and time. Few stumble upon it. Even fewer forget it. Number 34. Romania. Scarasora Ice Cave. Inside the Apusini Mountains lies one of Europe's oldest glaciers, hidden within a cave that stays frozen year-round. Scarasora is a subterranean wonder, its walls glittering with ancient ice formations. The temperature inside never rises above freezing, even during hot Romanian summers. It's not far from civilization, but it feels like another world. Number 35. Taiwan. Qingshui Cliffs. Rising almost vertically from the Pacific Ocean, the Qingshui Cliffs are among the most dramatic coastal landscapes in East Asia. But because they're far from major cities, many travelers skip them. Driving along the winding cliffside road, you're suspended between mountain and sea, with sheer drops on one side and crashing waves on the other. Number 36. Uzbekistan. Sarmishze Petroglyph Gorge. In the mountains of the Nuratau Range lies a gorge covered in over 10,000 petroglyphs, some dating back to the Bronze Age. It's not just a natural wonder, but a sacred record of human history etched into stone. Few signs mark the area. No gift shops. No crowds. Just wind, rock, and memory. Number 37. Bosnia and Herzegovina Kravica Waterfalls. While nearby Croatia draws millions to Plitvice lakes, Kravica Falls remain relatively quiet. Located on the Trebizond River, they stretch 25 meters high and over 120 meters wide, forming a natural amphitheater of water and green. Locals swim here in summer. Birds nest in the cliffs. It's calm, clear, and untouched by tourism's noise. Number 38. Cambodia. Phnom Kulen. Hidden pools. Most tourists come for Angkor Wat, but just an hour away in the Kulen Mountains are secret waterfalls and jungle pools sacred to Khmer kings. This was once the birthplace of the ancient empire. Today, it's a place of stillness, where monks chant beneath falling water and the forest speaks only in whispers. Number 39. Finland. Recitatory Snow Forest. In winter, the trees of Recitatory National Park become frozen sculptures, each one coated in snow so thick they resemble giant white spirits. Under moonlight, the forest glows. Under the northern lights, it dances. Few visitors make it this far north, but those who do witness nature's most delicate magic. Number 40. Bhutan Ha Valley. Hidden behind high mountain passes, the Ha Valley is one of Bhutan's least visited regions. It's remote, quiet, and steeped in mysticism. Pine forests stretch into the distance. Monasteries sit untouched on cliffs. Yaks graze in silence. There's no Wi-Fi. No noise. Just the kind of peace modern life rarely allows. Number 41. Switzerland. Creux du Van. Known as the Swiss Grand Canyon, Creux du Van is a massive natural amphitheater carved into the Jura Mountains. While the Alps steal most of the spotlight, this cliff-wrapped basin offers something quieter: solitude. Early in the morning, fog rolls over its 160-meter walls, and ibexes wander the ledges. It's wild, it's silent, and it's a part of Switzerland few ever see. Number 42. Pakistan. Fairy Meadows. With a name like that, it almost sounds fictional. But Fairy Meadows is real, a high-altitude alpine grassland set against the towering backdrop of Nanga Parbat, the 9th highest mountain in the world. You'll need to cross rough terrain and trek for hours, but when you arrive, you'll understand the name. It's not just scenic, it's sacred. Number 43. Indonesia. Kelimutu Lakes. Atop a volcanic peak on Flores Island lie 3 crater lakes, each a different, vibrant color that changes unpredictably. Sometimes they're turquoise, other times blood red or jet black. Locals believe the lakes are sacred, holding the spirits of the dead. Scientists remain baffled. Either way, standing at the summit as mist curls across the surface, it's spiritual. Number 44. Armenia. Shaki Waterfall. Hidden in Armenia's southern highlands, Shaki Waterfall plunges 18 meters over volcanic cliffs. It's surrounded by wildflowers in spring, golden trees in autumn, and legend all year round. The locals believe fairies live in the rock walls. Whether you believe or not, the quiet thunder of the falls and the chill in the air make you feel something ancient. Number 45. Kenya's central island on Lake Turkana. Located in the northern desert, Lake Turkana is Africa's largest permanent desert lake. In the middle of it lies Central Island, a volcanic island with 3 active craters, all filled with steaming turquoise water. It's hard to get to. It's hot, dry, and windblown. But for the few who do, it's like setting foot on another planet. Number 46. Scotland. Fingal's Cave. On a tiny uninhabited island in the Inner Hebrides lies a sea cave formed entirely from hexagonal basalt columns. As waves crash against the mouth, they echo in haunting harmony. The natural acoustics are so incredible that they inspired Mendelssohn's famous overture. The island can only be reached in calm seas, and even then, nature chooses whether to let you in. Number 47. Mexico. Basaltic prisms of Santa Maria Regla. In the state of Hidalgo, just a few hours from Mexico City, water pours down geometric stone columns formed by ancient lava flows. These natural prisms look man-made, perfect hexagons stacked beside a waterfall, with moss and mist completing the scene. It's lesser known, surprisingly accessible, and deeply surreal. Number 48. Myanmar. Sadin Cave. In Kayin State, Sadin Cave is a temple hidden within limestone hills. But beyond the golden Buddha statues and shrines lies a secret, a hidden lake on the other side. You enter the cave in silence, walk through chambers filled with bats, and emerge into light where longboats wait to carry you across tranquil waters no map mentions. Number 49. Germany. Devil's Bridge. Built in the 19th century but surrounded by wild forest, Devil's Bridge forms a perfect circle when reflected in the still lake below. It's hidden inside Cromlau Park, near the Polish border, and though man-made, its mossy stones and eerie silence blend seamlessly into nature. Come at dawn, when mist clings to the surface, and you'll see why they say the devil himself built it. Number 50. Angola. Kalandula Falls. One of Africa's largest waterfalls, and one of its least visited. Kalandula thunders down over 100 meters in height and 400 meters in width, but remains almost unknown outside Angola. There are no ticket booths. No barriers. Just raw, wild power surrounded by green cliffs and red earth. It's not just a waterfall, it's a force. Number 51. Czech Republic. Adrspach. Teplis rocks. Deep in Bohemia, towering sandstone pillars form a labyrinth of natural stone cities. The Adrspach rocks are mysterious, sculpted by wind and rain into gates, towers, and hidden corridors. It's like walking through an ancient ruin built by giants, except it wasn't built. It was born. Number 52. Rwanda. Twin lakes of Barera and Ruhondo. Twin volcanic lakes at the base of the Virunga Mountains, Lake Barera and Lake Ruhondo are serene mirrors reflecting mist and mountaintops. While nearby Volcanoes National Park draws gorilla trekkers, these lakes stay empty, quiet havens for birdlife, fishermen, and the rare traveler who finds them. Number 53. Tunisia. Chott el Djerid. This is not just a salt flat, it's a mirage maker. In southern Tunisia, Chott el Djerid stretches to the horizon, shimmering in heat waves and sun. Here, land and sky blur. During rare rains, shallow water turns it into a giant mirror. It's stark, surreal, and cinematic. It even stood in for the planet Tatooine in Star Wars. Number 54. South Africa. Blyde River Canyon. Less famous than the Grand Canyon, but greener and no less dramatic. The Blythe River Canyon is one of the world's largest green canyons, covered in lush forest and river waterfalls. From God's window viewpoint, you can see forever and hear nothing but wind and birdsong. Number 55. Israel Rosh Hanikra Grottos. At the far northern tip of Israel's Mediterranean coast, waves crash into chalk-white cliffs, carving tunnels and caverns into the stone. These sea grottos glow turquoise when the sun hits just right. You can walk into them, hear the echo of the surf, and feel the ancient rhythm of land meeting sea. Number 56. Costa Rica Rio Celeste. In Tenorio Volcano National Park, two rivers, one clear, one rich in volcanic minerals, meet at a single point and instantly turn bright blue. Scientists call it a chemical phenomenon. Locals say it's where God washed his paintbrush. The truth is somewhere in between. Either way, it's unforgettable. Number 57. Nepal Rara Lake. The largest lake in Nepal is also one of its quietest. Surrounded by snow-capped peaks and forests filled with pine and rhododendron, Rara feels like a forgotten alpine paradise. Few tourists make the trek this far west, but those who do find crystal reflections, deep silence, and skies filled with stars. Number 58. Algeria Tassili Najar. In the heart of the Sahara lies a plateau of stone forests and prehistoric cave art. Tassili Najar looks like it belongs to another time or another planet. Wind-carved arches, natural towers, and ancient drawings of giraffes and elephants speak of a time when this desert was alive. And in some ways, it still is. Number 59. Maldives glowing beach of Vadu Island. At night, the shores of Vadu Island light up with bioluminescent plankton. Each wave sparkles, each step leaves a glowing footprint. It's called the Sea of Stars, and it's not just rare, it's ephemeral. It appears only under specific conditions and only briefly. But when it does, it feels like walking through a galaxy. Number 60. United States. The Wave, Arizona. It's not marked on major roads. You need a permit and luck to even get access. But the Wave, a sandstone rock formation near the Utah border, is one of nature's greatest masterpieces. Sculpted into fluid curves and fiery colors, it looks like fire frozen in stone. Only a handful are allowed to visit each day. And once you see it, you understand why. Sometimes, the most extraordinary places are not the ones advertised on billboards or plastered across travel brochures. They're the ones tucked behind mountains, buried under ice, hidden in jungles, or revealed only under moonlight. These 60 natural wonders remind us that this world is still wild, still full of mystery, and that there's magic in every corner of the map, if you're willing to look for it. Thank you for traveling with us today. If this journey sparked your curiosity or gave you one more place to dream about, we'd love to have you join us again. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and share this video with fellow explorers. There's a whole world waiting, and we're just getting started.